recording. Okay. So 11.4 is about the cross products. 11.4 is about the cross product. We already discussed the dot products, and now we will discuss the cross product. What is cross product? Okay. So there is a definition for the cross product. What is the definition? That if you have any vector, the u is a vector which have components u1, u2, and u3. Okay, and we have another vector that have the components v1, v2, and v3 are vectors in three space, in three dimension, because we have three components. Okay, so three space, then the cross product, u cross v is defined by this one. Okay, so you have to first write the I vector, j, and k, and then the components of u vector. U vector components is u1, u2, u3, and v vector components are v1, v2, and v3. Okay, so how to solve this one? How to solve this one? You can write I, okay, and then you have to no need to write these terms. So only these will remaining u2, u3, v2, and v3. Okay. Similarly, you have minus j, plus, minus, and plus. Okay. This is the symbol. Now you have to remove the j component and the first line. Okay. So that will remain u1, u3, v1, v3. Okay. Similarly, you can write plus k, that is equal to what? That is u1, u2, v1, and v2. Okay. So you can simplify this is equal to I vector, that is u2, v3 minus u3, v2. Okay. Similarly, minus j, that is equal to u1, v3 minus u3, v1. Okay. And k is equal to what? u1, v2 minus u2, v1. Okay. So this is the formula for finding the cross product of any vector. That if you have any two vectors and you have to find the cross product between them, you have to do this calculation. Okay. So now I will give you one example. So how we can find the cross product of these two vectors, so we can check. Okay. So what is the question? That you have to find the cross product when, for example, let you have a vector u which is equal to find the cross product, which is equal to I, J, and K. Okay, and U vector is what? 1, 2, and minus 2. And V vector is what? 3, 0, and 1. Right? Now you have to do the I. I vector is equal to what? 2, minus 2, 0, and 1. And what is the J vector? J vector is 1, minus 2, 3, and 1. And what is the K vector? K component, that is 1, 2, 3, and 0. Okay, Abdullah, no problem. Okay. Okay. So similarly, you can find the I component. So 2 multiplied by 1, that is 2, minus 2 into 0. Okay. So what is the J component? J component is 1 multiplied by 1 minus 2 into 3, plus K component, that is 1 multiplied by 0 minus 2 multiplied by 3. Okay. So simplify it. What you will get? I, that is 2. Okay. 2 minus 0, 0. So minus J, 1 plus 6, and plus K, that is minus 6. Okay. So you can write 2I minus 7J minus 6K. Right? So this is the cross product of two vectors. Now, you remember I told you when we discussed about the dot product, that dot product of two vectors is a scalar. It's a number. Okay? Is a scalar. And the cross product of two vectors is a vector. Okay? So this is the main difference of dot product and cross product of two vectors. Got it? Now, remember this one. Now we have to find the V cross U. V cross U. So that is V vector cross U vector, that is equal to I, J, K. And what is the V vector? That is 3, 0, and 1. And what is the U vector? 1, 2, and minus 2. Okay. Now simplify it. That is equal to I, okay, 0, 1, 2, and minus 2, minus J, that is 3, 1, 1, and minus 2, plus K, that is equal to 3. Why it's not working? 3, 0, 1, and 2. Okay. So I becomes what? 0 minus 2 minus J, that becomes minus 6 minus 1, that becomes K, that is 6 minus 0. So you can write 2 minus 2I plus 7J plus 6K. Okay. And before U cross V, what is U cross V? You remember that is 2I minus 7J minus 6K. So what is the difference between this and this? Anybody can tell me? U cross V is equal to 2I minus 7J minus 6K. And V cross U is equal to minus 2I plus 7J plus 6K. So what is the difference between U cross V and what is V cross U? Anybody can tell me what is the relation between them? Anybody?
Same number, different.
Yeah, they are the
I said the same number,
same or
different
not,
sign.
with the different sign, right? So it means it means you have the relation between u cross v is equal to negative times of v cross u. Okay, or you can say v cross u is equal to negative times of u cross v. Okay, so it is the negative sign of the another vector. So what there is the difference between the dot product and cross product. This is the dot product, and this is the cross product. So what is the first one? That dot product of two vectors is a scalar, but this is a vector. Okay, one thing. The second main important is that if you multiply two vectors and v vector into u vector, that is commutative. That if you change the vectors, they will be a same number, but this is not commutative, not commutative, because u cross v is not equal to v cross u. Okay, this is the second more uh, difference between dot product and the cross product. Okay, got it? Understand what is the difference between the dot product and cross products? For example, in the exam, anybody can ask me, I ask you to find the two differences or one difference between the dot product and the cross product. So you have to do this one. So any question about this one? Okay, yes, Abdullah, tell me.